Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. I do just want to point out that we do have our CPX going on right now. So if you would like to attend that, that is totally fine. We will be recording this session and sending it out to all registrants. And we will be posting in the chat in just a little bit the registration link for CPX if you're interested in that. If you're not aware of what CPX is, it's a worldwide conference, it's virtual, that Checkpoint hosts every year. But we did want to make sure that we at least got a recorded session out there of our new partner training program because we weren't sure when we were going to be able to have this particular topic again, since we are scheduled for the remainder of the quarter. So I will be going forward with this session, but we do encourage you to attend CPX. So my name is Ariel. I am Partner Alliance Manager for Latin America and the Southern US. And on the webinar as well, we have Trisha Carlos, Partner Alliance Manager for Canada and Western US. Trisha will be monitoring the chat and Q&A as we go, but we will also be able to answer any other questions at the end. Thank you again for joining this webinar on the new partner training program. Although it was touched upon at SKO, it will be further discussed this week at CPX. So we're going to cover a few topics today. First, we'll discuss why the program was created and what's in it for you, our partners, and then we'll review the updated training and course types. These include self-learning courses and virtual instructor-led courses provided by ATCs. We'll discuss the new partner program training requirements and partner specialization training requirements, including CCSC partners. And we'll finish partner training program by going over some specific examples. Lastly, we'll briefly go over the partner program and just give a refresher on how partner points are calculated. So this has not changed in 2021. So before we talk about the specifics of the program, it's important to note why we are updating the current training program. This program was designed to assist partners to grow faster with less training investment and to allow partners to specialize in their focus areas. It's meant to adapt to the dynamic business world of today and changes in the cybersecurity landscape, and with it, you will be better aligned with Checkpoint's strategic pillars while still being able to specialize in your focus areas. We will show a specific example later on in this presentation, but this program reduces both the cost and time needed to complete training requirements. It produces positive ROI. It's more suitable for different partner profiles, for example, cloud partners, and it encourages our partners to adopt and specialize in new technologies. So this is a tailored and cost-effective training program. In the next two slides, we're going to review our current course offerings, which are split into two types of delivery methods. The first is self-learning through the Litmus e-learning platform on PartnerMath, our partner portal, if you're not familiar with it. Through this platform, partners can complete several sales and technical courses and learning paths in the areas of CloudGuard, Harmony, previously Beyond the Perimeter, and Quantum, previously Network Security. What you see here are the different learning paths currently available. These are complementary and self-paced, and I just noticed the little boo-boo over here on the left-hand side. It says sales and technical and sales, but you get the gist. The second type of training delivery method is through our ATCs. We currently have a variety of virtual instructor-led courses provided by ATCs split into two categories. On the left side of the screen, you see the variety of Infinity specialization courses we have available, and these are mainly courses in emerging technologies like Cloud Specialist, Endpoint Specialist. We also have Maestro Specialist, Troubleshooting, and more. On the right side of the screen, you can see our core certifications. These are our well-known classic certifications, so the CCSA, CCSE, CCSM, and CCSM Elite. These courses are paid courses, and most of the Infinity courses cost 20 CLCs, and the core courses are 30 CLCs, but both can be purchased with co-op funds. So we spoke about the reasons for making this change and discussed the various training options we have available for partners, both complimentary and paid courses. Now we'll discuss how all of this translates into the partner training requirements. What you see in this slide are the partner program training requirements per partner tier. As in the past, each tier level has a different training requirement. There are 3 components to the training requirements: e-learning sales training path on emerging tech, basic sales training advanced courses. This includes core training and Infinity specializations. You'll see that the number of certifications required has decreased. However, to balance that out, e-learning paths and Infinity specialist courses are instead required. The good news is that the specialist courses cost less than the CCSA and CCSE courses. The bottom rows shown in pink are just in reference to CCSP and professional service partners, so it's separate from the core program, in case that's throwing you off. It's important to note that a 2-star partner does not have a requirement to complete core and Infinity courses unless they are a CCSP partner, in which case their requirement is the same as 3-star. We have also updated the requirements for partner specializations. So this one is just for the specializations. Here you can see the requirements for CCSP partners per partner tier, CloudGuard partner, and advanced threats partners. In addition to the requirements we discussed in the previous slide, a 4-star CCSP partner will need to have 2 checkpoint certified troubleshooting experts. This is one of the Infinity specialist courses. 2 and 3-star CCSPs will need 1 checkpoint certified troubleshooting expert. And in order to achieve the CloudGuard partner specialization, all partners, regardless of tier level, will need to complete 2 CloudGuard sales learning paths and 2 CloudGuard technical learning paths. The same goes for advanced threats partner. The requirement is 2 endpoint and mobile sales paths and 2 technical paths. We'll go through an example in a few minutes, so this will be hopefully a little clearer. So one of the things we mentioned in the beginning of the presentation is that this new training program is more cost effective and requires a lot less investment of time from the partner. So let's take a look at an example that compares the cost and training days needed in this program versus the old program. In the old program, a 5-star partner needed to complete 3 CCSEs and the prerequisite course CCSA. This meant they needed to invest 18 training days and spent about $19K. With the new program, partners invest 12 days and will end up spending much less. Here we have an example of a 4-star partner and the different possible combinations to meet the partner program requirements. So let's take, for example, a 4-star partner. In order to meet partner program requirements, a 4-star partner will need to complete 2 pre-sales specialist e-learning paths, and these are the 2 sales paths. This means that 2 sales reps can complete the same learning path, for example, CloudGuard sales learning path, or 1 person can complete 2 different learning paths. For example, 1 CloudGuard and 1 endpoint in mobile. In addition, a 4-star partner will need to complete 3 basic sales modules through 3 different sales reps. And lastly, a 4-star partner will need to complete 2 CCSE or CCSM and 2 Infinity specialist courses. And they can choose out of the courses we discussed in the previous slide. Let's say the same partner is also a CloudGuard and CCSP partner. Then they will also need to complete the CloudGuard sales specialist training with 1 person doing 1 training, or 1 person doing both the sales and technical options. The CCTE requirement you see here is also relevant for the example in the previous slide, meaning if they completed 2 CCTEs, they are compliant with both the CCSP requirements and the partner program requirements, because CCTE is an Infinity specialization. Now we will briefly go over the partner growth program point requirements, which have not changed this year, so this will be just a refresher. While certifications comprise one of 2 main components of tier allocation, points constitute the other. Partners are expected to attain a certain amount of points based on their partner level, as you can see here. So 2 stars 4,000 points, 3 stars, 8,000, and so forth. Points can be attained one of two ways, either through performance categories or engage activities, or a combination of those two. Performance points will be received in accordance with bookings of new customers, cloud security, your growth with Checkpoint overall, and Infinity Total Protection deals. Activities that can be logged and engaged include trainings, certifications, meetings, and demos. Points can be received from each category up to 15% of total bookings. So, for example, if a partner has 3% of bookings coming from the new customer category, 5% from cloud security, and they sell one Infinity deal, they'll receive prorated amounts from each category on top of the points for their Infinity deal, but they won't be able to exceed 15% for any given category because points will cap off at 15%. And I'll just give you another second to look at that. And here is an example of how partners can utilize Engage to attain additional points and supplement for points they lack from their bookings. So logging any of these activities in your Engage app will earn you points towards your tier requirement, with each activity earning a different amount of points as specified below. So for example, we're on a training webinar right now. You can log this training for 10 points in your Engage app. Okay. And that's it. Thank you so much for your time today. I know this was a quick session. Hopefully we covered all the main points for you all. We will remain on to answer any questions. And as a reminder, please log this training webinar as an activity in your Engage app for points. And when you're done here, we encourage you to go to CPX. We will send out the recordings. I saw in chat that you would like the PowerPoint. I believe we can send out the recording of this. You're welcome. And there's a question in Q&A. Trisha answered it. And we'll stay on for just a couple more minutes in case there's any other questions. All right, it doesn't look like there's any other questions, but if you would like to contact us directly, our email alias is on the screen for the US US_partneralliance@checkpoint.com. If you are outside the US, we will redirect you to your proper region. So please feel free to email for any additional questions or any offline conversation. Thank you all.